We close this morning with a big thank you to our colleague Tom Brokaw, who, after more than half a century of award-winning reporting, is retiring from NBC News. Tom has been a fixture here on Morning Joe for years, and we have benefited firsthand from his wisdom, experience, and steadfast approach to journalism. Tom kicked off his career at the NBC News Los Angeles Bureau and later led the network's coverage at the White House, on the Today Show, at Nightly News, and on Meet the Press. Over 5 decades, he covered everything from the assassination of Robert F. Kennedy to the fall of the Berlin Wall to 9/11. But perhaps his proudest accomplishment was his work with The Greatest Generation, something that began for him when he visited the beaches of Normandy on the 40th anniversary of D-Day.
I walked down to the beaches with 2 veterans of the first wave, and they were modest, hardworking, very humble people.
Give me a kind of a word picture of what this beach looks like.
Well, as far as you could see, there were men, there were tanks, there were half-tracks, there were trucks, there was jeeps, all over the beach.
You could hear the shells screaming overhead, and then you could see the assault craft coming in all along the edge of the beach.
And I thought, oh my God, these are the people who raised me. These are the people in my hometown, my parents' best friends, the people that I care the most about. They've been out there all this time.
Did you think to yourself, when you hit the sand, what am I doing here? Why can't I be back home in Pennsylvania?
How true, how true. But there was an objective to be done. America needed us.
They were young men from Pennsylvania, 19 and 20. And I said to them, what do you remember?
Door went down.
Right.
What's the first thing you saw?
We saw a dead medic floating in the water. And believe you me, I was petrified. I couldn't talk, I couldn't move until the sergeant gave the orders, move out.
I think I was just praying to stay alive that day. I didn't even think about going home. I just wanted to stay alive.
I believe that the landing here on D-Day case hardened me to a point in a matter of 20 minutes that I was ready to do battle with anything that came along the way. And they said, would you go back? Would you do it all over again? And my answer is absolutely, I'll do it all over again to let you here in America stay free.
And I came out of there shaken, frankly, by how much we didn't know about what happened to them once the war was over.
Let's take a breath.
And I thought, I've got to write about this. It was like a eureka moment for me when I realized this country was built on the backs of those people who came out of the Depression and then fought the greatest war in the history of mankind and came home and were only eager to get on with their lives. And one day on the Today Show with Katie Couric, I thought a little bit about what I wanted to say. It was the 50th anniversary of D-Day. So I took her through all that generation had done.
The fact of the matter is that what we're celebrating and commemorating here today is more than just a military success. It's really the passage of a generation of people who were at the heart of the 20th century, which has been called the American century. They won the war, they came back to America, and they built the greatest political and industrial economy ever known, and they come back here now with enormous humility and dignity. I mean, I just can't imagine that there's been a finer group of men and women anywhere.
And then I said at the end of it, I think it's the greatest generation that any society has ever produced.
Wow. And Tom Brokaw will continue to be active in print journalism, so we'll be hearing from him. Thank you, Tom.
Hey, thanks so much for watching our YouTube channel. You can follow up on today's top stories and breaking news, or catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.